Hi everyone, and thank you very much for joining me in this tutorial. So in this lecture we are going to check out this image analyzer application with the help of which you can analyze the content present in an image. So whether it's a table or a simple text, you can extract everything and then you can structure that content and download it on your respective device. How this application works, what all has been used in the front end, in the back end, that is what we will be checking out in this lecture. But before diving into the tutorial, I would like you to just check out the playlist I have on my channel. So if you are a full stack developer or you want to learn full stack development, so this is a playlist that you can check out. Here I have for you 89 different projects. Okay, there are 137 different unique Python projects which you will find on my channel. KivyMD, if you are learning, you want to become a mobile application development, so this course is for you. I have projects also based on KivyMD which you can explore, you can learn, right? Then if you are someone who has passion for artificial intelligence, computer vision is one of the things that you can start with. There are artificial intelligence based lectures also which I've shooted, Python automation, right, React tutorials, Django applications if you want to develop. Okay, so you can learn Django hacks, and also you can learn different types of real-time industrial Django based projects visiting this playlist over here. Okay, we have React Native tutorials also, we have machine learning tutorials also. If you want to develop applications on Linux or Ubuntu server or on cloud servers, then we have cloud computing tutorials also for you available over here. NLP based projects also you can find here on my channel. Okay, we have PHP based projects, we have Angular based projects, and for kids I have Minecraft, Python game development, Microsoft Azure based applications if you are developing, so you can visit this playlist. Then Tinkercad, right? How to make games in Sprite Lab on code.org, Thunkable projects, Web Lab, every single thing is there on my channel. And in case you find anything missing, you can definitely let me know about it. Right. So that's about it. And let's come back on the application. So this is the home page of the application. So when you will access or start the application, this is the first page you will be seeing. Right. Now here on the top, we can see it's written image analyzer, and I can expand it also like this. Okay, I think this is better. So image analyzer extract content from images in a structured format. Then here we have a message which says press select file to choose a file. So let's press this button. So this is a window which comes up. Okay, so it's a file explorer basically from where you can select the file. So I have some invoices file present in this folder over here. One with name image and the other with name image 2, I guess. Not here, I think it's there in the OCR named folder. Yeah, image and image 2. Then we have this second image with name image 2. So here if you see, we have the description of goods, good, product code, HSN number. We have this shop address on the top over here. We have this buyer's address. Everything is present over here. Now I'm going to put it on the application, right? In the application, and we will see the kind of structure. It will extract the content basically from the image, and it will then structure the content and give it to us. How all that happen, let's check it out. So let me close this image. Coming when we select a file and we do an upload image, so the replica of that file gets created somewhere down over here. Let me just show it to you again. So here I go, users, Gaurav Jaya, and desktop. image, image 2. Let's upload image 2 now. Okay, and then when we'll click upload, here if you see this uploaded underscore image has got created. Okay, and we are getting this message over here, hang tight as we process and organize the content into a clear structured format for you. Now once the backend in which we are using Flask is done with extracting the content and preparing a structured one for us, it will give a successful message to the front end where we are using KivyMD. Okay, and that application will now show us this pop-up over here which says download the extracted data. So as you can see here, uploads directory is completely empty right now. The moment I'll click this download data, what will happen, it will delete this uploaded image, and also it will create an Excel file out of the content which the Flask has pushed into this database over here. So there are different tables that are present here in this database, from where the data will be extracted and it will get converted into Excel, and that is what we will see over here in this uploads name directory. So the file is now no more there. Okay, and we have this data.xlsx file. Let's open this file and check out what we have exactly present in the file. So where is that? I'll have to go back and let's come back again. Okay, it's here in this uploads name directory. Let me open it quickly. Open with, I would like to open it with Excel. Okay, so as you can see, I have 5 different sheets in this worksheet. Okay, the first sheet is showing me the shop address. Let's open the image that we just uploaded. So it is image 2, right? If you remember, which we uploaded, and here we are going to check out the content of the shop address. So it is Shri Divya Saris Private Limited. This is the address, phone number and all. Let's come back on the Excel sheet. So if you see here, Shri Divya Saris Private Limited, we have the address also, right? A correct address, and then city is Hyderabad. So see, city is Hyderabad, state province code is Telangana, and postal code is 550 and 2. Right, so just correctly matching with what we have over here in this image. Then when it comes to billing address, it has taken it from this consignee. Okay, you can pull the buyer's address also if you want. That is what is something which I'm going to tell you later on in this video. After seeing the code, you'll be able to code it yourself. So for now we are For now, we are going to check out this billing address and CB Venkatesham Megha Cloth Showroom Dubaka, and that's what we have over here. We have this address, complete address of this person or shop, you can say, and then we have the city, state code, postal code also, which is matching, right? So then comes the product. So this is the product list. If you see, right, there are 17 different products, and here also I think we can see 17 different products: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17. Fine, and we have the HSN number also. We have the GST rate. Okay, GST rate is not there, maybe I have not defined it. Then we have the count. Okay, so for I think GST, okay, quantity. So for quantity we have this count column. Unit name, we have this. Okay, it is for rate, and then we have this product total price. So this is the total of each item, and it's completely matching what we have in the image. Then we have this total bill 73799. Total bill is 73799. And what about the invoice? Okay, we have the total bill ID, we have the bill address ID, we have the shop address ID, we have this invoice number also. So if you see on the top, we have invoice number, okay, that we are seeing over here. It's a, everything is completely matching. Now, how this application has been developed, what all things are present in the backend, that is what we are going to now check out. One is this with name image invoice underscore image.py, and the other one is with name server.py. This is the file where our application's front end KivyMD code is present. Okay, and this is a file which is the server file. Okay, where we have a Flask application in place. So basically what happens is when the application has to process an image which the user uploads through the KivyMD front end, it simply hits this server, it simply sends a request along with that file to this server, which processes the request and the file and give the response back to KivyMD. Okay, that is how this application has been developed. This is the base of the application. Coming back to KivyMD, so these are all the libraries and modules that we have to import for making this application work like the way it is working. There is this class called upload app, inside which all the types of functions that are working for KivyMD have been defined. So the first function is build. Here we are building the application's front end. So this is the primary palette, right? The color for your buttons, clear color. So this is the window color, it's completely white as you can see. Fine. Then we have this layout defined, so it's a vertical layout that I want to have in place. Then MD label on the top, if you see, we have image analyzer. So this label is coming from here. We have simply defined the configuration of the label, and we have added the label to the layout that we have defined on the top over here using this add widget named function. Okay, then comes the second thing, which where we have the description in place. So again, we have done the same thing. We have defined the configuration of the description label, and then we have added this configuration label to this layout using this add widget named function. Then we have this MD label which shows the user different statuses, okay, based on the response which it gets from the Flask server. So here we have defined the configuration of that label, and then we have added the label to this layout using this add widget named function. Then there are two buttons, select file and upload. So this is a configuration of select file, which is linked with a function called open file chooser. And this is the configuration of the upload button, which is linked with the function called upload file. Okay, and then we have added the button simply to the layout the way we have added the other component. Now what is this open file chooser? Let's check it out. So here if you see, we have defined a function called open file chooser, which will be called the moment user clicks this button called select file. So this is what it does. It basically opens the file explorer for the user, from where he can go to that location where the image or the invoice is present. He can simply select it and upload it in the application. So this is the whole code for it. It's very simple. Just go through it. You'll be able to understand it very easily. There is this function called select file, okay, which we are calling inside this open file chooser. So the moment user selects any file, okay, so that file gets selected, its path comes and it is sent as an input to the front end so that it can actually check the image. Okay, and then when the upload file button is clicked, so what happens is this function gets executed. It first checks whether there is anything in the file which the user has selected or not. If there is something, it shows the user a pop-up. Okay, it shows the user a pop-up which says hang tight as we process and organize the content. So once this pop-up comes, in the backend, what the KivyMD does, it simply sends the file in the form of a request to Flask server, which is running on this port called 5000. Okay, so there is a route called upload that we have created over here. Let me just show that to you first, and we will again, I'll again discuss about the server code in brief with you guys, wherein I'll tell you exactly what is happening, in the Flask application. This is a route where the request given by KivyMD is processed. So it takes the file. Okay, it first checks whether there is anything in the uploads directory or not. If there is anything present in the uploads directory, it first deletes it using this shuttle.rm3 named library. Okay, this is a function and this is a library. So with the help of this, you can access the directory and you can delete everything, all the types of files present in the directory. Okay, so that's what this upload image is doing first, and after that it takes the image data and it converts it into an image called uploaded image. So it creates a replica of that particular image which it receives in the request form data. Okay, once this image gets created, it passes it to this resume image path, and then it is encoded. Then there is this message which is it's an array basically, which is sent as an input to GPT-4 vision. So here we are using GPT-4 vision, right, which is helping us in reading the content present in the image, and also it is taking some prompts. So this invoice, this messages, these are prompts for this chat GPT-4 vision, based on which it is extracting the data, and it is then parsing the data, and after that we are simply inserting the data in the database where we have these tables in place. Okay, so this is the upload route that we have created in the server in the backend. Then we have this show download button. So once the extracted content, the extraction of content is completed, Flask processes, the server processes the data, put it in a structured way in the invoice data named database, and after that it again shows a pop-up to the user, which in which the user sees a download button. Okay, so that pop-up is coming from this code over here. Okay, download pop-up, download options. Fine, so what is happening, we are again hitting the server for downloading the file in this uploads name directory. So once the file gets ready, a pop-up comes on the front end which has a button called download data. When that button is clicked, this is the URL which gets triggered, which gets hit. So basically what is happening here, we are creating a file named datadate.xlsx. After that, we are checking these. We have created an array called tables, in which we have the names of all the tables present in this invoice underscore data named database listed out. Okay, then we are making a connection with this database, and we are pulling all the information from all the tables present in the database over here. Okay, so this is how we have used for iteration loop for checking out each and every column of each and every table, and then pulling out the details and simply putting it in the workbook. Okay, once that is done, what we are doing, we are running this ocr.py script also. What is there in this ocr.py script? So basically we are again making a connection with this database named invoice data, and we are iterating through all the tables present in this database. This is the way we are, this is where we are deleting all the data from this database, from all the tables. Okay. Now coming back to the invoice image. So this is what we have in the KivyMD application. Now comes the server. Okay, so I'm going to again go to the top and explain you each and everything I have put in the server.py file. So these are all the libraries that I've used. Okay, then if you have the ChatGPT 4 vision key, so you can put it over here in between these double inverted commas. Then this is the way you can connect to your ChatGPT. There is this uploads name directory that you have to have in place inside the same main root directory in which your code and everything is present. Okay, then we have this function called getDB connections, which we have defined for making a connection with this invoice data named database, which is an SQLite 3 database. Okay, now create tables. So this function has been created basically keeping one thing in mind. If suppose the tables which we want to use are not present in this database, so they will be created by this create tables. And in case you are running it for the first time, definitely you will be needing the tables also in the database. So this is a function which will get executed, right, and it will create the tables required for this application inside your database. So if you see the first query here, it says create table if not exist. Okay, so it will create this shop address name table with all these columns, right, and these are the data type of each of the column. Fine, same thing we have done for the other tables also. Billing address, product, then we have total bill, we have invoice. Okay, so once that is done, once you're done with defining the structure, you can simply create it by calling the create tables method. Okay, then now this part is extremely important. So this is where prompt engineer comes into place. So when you have to extract data from an image, or you have to do anything where you are using ChatGPT or ChatGPT 4 vision, okay, and you want it to work the way you have defined your requirements, or you want it to work as per your requirements, so you'll have to give it some prompts. So here we have what we have done. We have created different classes. Okay, the first one is shop address, name, address line, city, state, province. Then we have address, then we have product, then we have total bill, then we have invoice. Five different classes for five different tables. Fine. And then we are simply passing them as prompts over here, to chat GPT. So here we are passing invoice. What exactly we have in invoice? Let me just show it to you again. So coming back on the top, here we have this invoice named thing. Okay, invoice is a class where we have this invoice number in the form of string, and then shop address, billing address, product, total bill. So for these we have again called these classes on the top. So there is this class called shop address that we have defined, we are calling it over here. Address name class we have defined, we are calling it over here. So this is basically a structure, right, that you have to keep in place, and you have to pass it as a prompt to the chat GPT 4o if you want to extract the data based on a particular requirement. You can customize it the way you want to, but this is how it works. Okay, so we have this response model invoice, so we are passing it as a response model. Then messages, we are passing this messages named array also as a prompt to chat GPT 4o. User content, and we are telling chat GPT that you have to assume that you are an extractor, you are an image extractor, and your goal is to extract structured information from the provided invoice. Fine. We are passing the encoded image data also to it over here. Okay. And once we get it, we are then parsing it again. Fine. And there is one more thing, which is insert data into DB. So once the data comes from ChatGPT, we have to insert it in the database. So how that is happening? This is a function which gets called over here, which is helping us in inserting the structured data in the database. So we are making a connection first to the database, and then we are simply using these SQL commands for inserting the data in different tables. See, billing address, then we have this total bill id, we have the product group, product and total bill id. Okay, so this is how this application has been created. I think I've covered everything whatever has been used for creating this application. I hope you guys have understood it also. In case I have missed anything, or in case you have missed out on anything, or you didn't understood anything, you can let me know in the comment section below. I will be happy to help you guys out. Okay, that is it from my side in this lecture. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like and share this video in your groups, in your with your friends, so that they can also come and learn these beautiful things with me on my channel.